Hello. Today's tutorial will show you how to add a new web user in Hospitality HouseKeeper. So let's first start off by logging into the admin site, and we want to add in our username as well as our password. And once we log in, this is going to take us to the members page. And when adding a new member, you start in the search bar. So you just start typing, and then we want to add a new individual. And we're going to put in a first name for our new member, as well as the last name. And then as far as the demographic information, you can enter in a phone number, address, email, but you do not have to. And all you have to do is go down here and save. Now it tells us that we've successfully added in our new member, and it also has given us an ID, which is important for the system to recognize the new user. So that's wonderful. Now our new user has been added. If we scroll down a bit, we now have access to the web account tab. And I want you to note that prior to adding in the new member and having that successful ID, we don't have access to this. But now that we've successfully done so, we can click on the tab. Now, this brings us a new window where we can define the new user's authorization. So in this case, we're just going to select the guest operations, which is like our front desk, and we're going to put in a username for our web user. So I like to do the first letter of the first name as well as the last name. Password, we see that it's auto-generated, which we'll talk about that in just a few. Web status, we want our new user to be active. All of this, you can ignore these next couple of ones, but the role, we do want to select the web user. And then we hit save. Perfect. So we've successfully added our new web user. And then going back to the auto-generated password, you see here that we have a temporary password that has been given to us for the new user when they first log in. So if you just click on the password, it'll select and highlight the entire thing. You can right click and then you can hit copy, and then we're going to go ahead and save it, and we'll go back to what we're going to do with that temporary password. So if your new web user isn't going to be logging in right away, kind of like how I'm going to be showing you in this video, then just make sure that you save this temporary password, write it down, put it in an email, something of that nature, just so that you have reference to get back to it. You will need it for the first time the web user logs in. So let's go ahead and save as well as exit. Perfect. So now that's all done. Now we have successfully added in our new user. So let's take a look at it when our new web user is going to be logging in for the first time. So we will go to our guest tracking site, and the new web user is going to put in their new username that we've just created, as well as the password. So in this case, I'm just going to right click and I'm just going to paste it, because we're doing it this way. But again, make sure that you write it down, put it in an email, somehow save it so that you have it for this first time. Go ahead and we will log in. And then as soon as we log in, you can see here that it now wants us to change that old password and create something new. And the new web user can create whatever they'd like. Of course, you're going to go ahead, paste in that auto-generated password again, have them go ahead and create whatever password that they'd like. And then from there, moving forward, they're able to utilize the house register as they'd like, and kind of get back to get started with work. So that is how you add a new web user. I want to thank you so much for watching. If you do have any questions, please feel free to ask in our user forum that's located here at the top with the flag. I am also going to include the link in the video description under this video.